Hello everyone, how's it going? BigLT here. Welcome back to another food review, and happy Valentine's Day to all you lovers out there. I wish I had someone to love me, but I got some other ways to love. Anyway, we're doing Froot Loops Sweethearts. I mean, this is just going to be regular Froot Loops most likely, but I just thought it'd be kind of cool to do it for a little, special food review kind of thing. You're probably wondering, where's SF Parker? Well, I mean, first off, I didn't ask her to do this one with me. I didn't think there was a reason to. So, you're just getting me. Yay. Actually, had this in my cupboard for close to a week, I think. And I'm just now doing it because, well, I'm hungry. It's breakfast time. In case you didn't tell, yes, this is the same day as I did the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG thing. This one. Okay. This one, so to speak. The only difference is it's actually like actual morning. It's past 6 o'clock, so I can actually be a bit louder, but not too loud. I'm sure there's maybe a couple of neighbors still sleeping. It's Froot Loops. Of Froot Loops. So, fun fact for y'all about how Froot Loops became to be. As you can see, it was made by Kellogg's. Now you're probably wondering, how did Kellogg's come up with it? Well, originally Kellogg's had a cereal that they wanted to release called OKs. They were basically supposedly supposed to like compete with Cheerios or something, and they failed. It didn't catch on or anything. They didn't really do so well. Well, at the same time, Post, their rival, had something called Fruity Pebbles on the market, if I remember right. I think they had Fruity Pebbles out before this. So, one of the Kellogg's research members looked at Fruity Pebbles and then looked at their OKs. They put the two together, and he put it in his mouth, and it was good to him. He thought, we can work with this. So he opted to turn their OKs into fruit. Therefore, actually no, I take that back. So basically, it wasn't Fruity Pebbles. What it was that he actually looked at some fruit that he actually had, and then he basically turned his OKs and made them fruit flavored, therefore Froot Loops. And then Post came up with their Fruity Pebbles. And then they also, at the same time, when they released Fruity Pebbles, they basically collaborated with the Flintstones, which is still going on today. Okay, one complaint I got about this, because it's smaller, they get soggier faster. By the way, when I got this story mixed up, I realized it was Post that took Kellogg's Froot Loops, and they had these Rice Kringles I guess. There weren't Rice Krispies, because Rice Krispies, I believe, is made by Kellogg's, but Rice Kringles. And they made Kringles basically to compete with Rice Krispies, and that also didn't take off very well. So, what they opted to do was take the Froot Loop and the Rice Kringles and mix them, basically fuse that together, and that's what made Fruity Pebbles. Post is in. This all was also happening at the same time they were making Pop-Tarts. In fact, the only reason why Pop-Tarts even exist is because Post had made something called Country Squares. And this is kind of similar to the Hydrox and Oreo story. And I'll tell you about that one in a moment. But basically, Post made like some advertisement saying, hey, we made something called Country Squares. They're a toaster pastry. But they haven't released it. They weren't releasing it. And because of that, Kellogg's got a hold of that idea and basically took them a shorter time than what Post optimally had to do with their Country Squares, and they made Pop-Tarts. And then by the time they made Pop-Tarts and manufactured it, they put it out on the market. And because of how popular Pop-Tarts were, because technically speaking, Pop-Tarts was the first one to be on the market, whereas Country Squares was the first one to be advertised as, hey, we made this. Because Pop-Tarts was so popular, they didn't make enough stock. The demand was so high for it than their supply had apparently made. So they kind of do like this little, they did a little bit of an advertisement saying, oops, we goofed. So, and then shortly after, that's when Country Squares got on the market. But, I mean, Country Squares did okay when it released, but it wasn't like successful as Pop-Tarts. And the reason why they call it Pop-Tarts is because of pop art, I think is what it is. Something about pop art. Or either that or the fact that it pops out of the toaster. And it's, pastry. It's a pastry. Now, the Hydrox and Oreo thing, in case you guys didn't know. We think of this, a lot of people think of this, that the Hydrox is an Oreo knockoff. Truth be told, the Hydrox was first. The Oreo is the knockoff, but we love the Oreo much more, and especially now. Oreo has so many different flavors, and Hydrox, I think it only sticks to the original chocolate sandwich cookie, whereas they make many different flavors for Oreos. In fact, you've seen a lot of Oreo food reviews on this channel, So, yeah, in case you didn't know, the Oreo is technically a knockoff, whereas the Hydrox was the original sandwich cookie. And here's the thing. The only reason why we love Oreos as much as we do is because the chocolate in the Oreo is made with Hershey's chocolate. That's why we love it so much. In case you didn't know, Hydrox is made by Sunshine Baking. It's made by the Sunshine Company. Though I don't know if they still make it, but it was originally a Sunshine Company food. And as we all know, Nabisco makes Oreos, obviously. Also, if you want to know what Nabisco stands for, it's National Biscuit Company. Nabisco, see? And then they got the little Nabisco thing, as they call it. I always thought it was something close to Sputnik, but no, it's called the Nabisco thing. And apparently they got it in some kind of like magazine or newspaper article or something. And then they basically just took that and just made it their logo. So you can tell, I love learning about food history. I love learning all these little things. I just wish when I was learning, I wish I was when I was in school that we could learn some of this stuff. What better way than to go to school in junior high or high school and learn about your favorite foods and where they came from, whether it's from fast food or a restaurant or something you buy in a grocery store or just something you can make at home. One more little fun fact for you guys. So, here's the thing about a little fun fact for you about chocolate chip cookies. So, the person who discovered the idea of chocolate chip cookies, she wanted to make chocolate cookies, but she didn't have any cocoa powder to put in her cookie recipe. So, what she opted to do was take a chocolate bar, chop it up into pieces, and put it into her cookie mix. She thought, oh, the chocolate will melt with the cookie mix and everything, and basically I'll have my chocolate cookies. She assumed that. She put it in the oven, baked it, and when they were done, she took it out, and the chocolate pieces didn't melt. In fact, they kept their shape. When she took a bite out of it, it was a happy little mistake, because then that was the first original recipe for chocolate chip cookies. And in case you're wondering where said recipe is still to this day, it was on the back of a Toll House chocolate chip bag, so to speak, is what I was told. It was originally, I think it was also originally made by the Nestle Corporation. So Nestle and Toll House basically have the original recipe, and they still put it on the back of the bag to this day. I mean, I don't know if it's exactly the exact recipe, but if not, it's a more modern one. But yeah, the person who discovered this sold the recipe to Nestle, and Nestle and Toll House are basically merged together, so to speak. So that's why on the back of a Toll House chocolate chip bag, you'll find the recipe. At least you should still. I don't know about today, but you should still find it. Anyway, I've sat here and gave you guys a lot of fun facts. I've ate my cereal. I ate my breakfast. Now it's time to give these little things a rating. As much as it's just Froot Loops, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I would have gave it a 9 if it didn't get so soggy so quickly, but no, I give it an 8 out of 10. It's okay. So, I got milk to drink off camera, so it's going to get messy. Thanks so much for watching this food review. Happy Valentine's Day for you lovebirds out there. I hope you all have a wonderful, happy life together. And, I don't know. I mean, the next holiday after this is going to be St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if there's anything for St. Patrick's Day. I haven't seen anything. I'm being honest. I haven't seen anything yet. I would imagine when it gets closer to Valentine's, I'm still technically in January when I'm recording this. January, is it 26th? I don't know, because I can't check the calendar. I got a calendar back there, but I'm not about to go all the way out there and then back here. I think this is the 26th. It's a Saturday. First is on a Sunday. The 1st of February is on a not a Sunday. It's on a Saturday. 31st is on a Friday. Friday, Saturday. Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday. I guess it's the 25th. Okay. It's the 25th. My bad. It's the 25th. It's a Saturday. I think I got it right now. But anyway, yeah, so thanks for watching this food review. I've been BigLT, and I'll see you guys next time for another food review. You have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.